Do you have any chapstick?
Yeah, here.
Apply liberally.
Equal rights! Free healthcare! Black Lives Matter!
It's going to clean Trump's toilets, people with birth certificates. What did I see at the border? 50 Shades of Brown and a Diddy casting call. Refugees are fleeing communism. Actually, they're just bringing communism here. The process takes too long. Well, then tell people to stop swimming here and the process would be smoother. A wall isn't going to stop anything. Boundaries always help. Try it with your ex. No one is illegal on stolen land. Okay, little miss, swipe or no swiping.
You guys so excited about Pride Month?
Well, obviously, queerness, gayness, and being fabulous in general, and celebrating everybody's diversity is very important in New York City. Very important to a lot of people who live here, and this month means a big deal to us.
And when did you realize that you were gay or queer?
I'm straight.
Who do you think becomes the next nominee for the Republican Party? Trump says he wants to do a third term.
People are asking me to run, and there's a whole story about running for a third term.
People will lose it if he tries to do that.
On a serious note, I think everybody could feel the nostalgia like this was the last ride in terms of campaigns. JD's the leader in the clubhouse.
And JD's, he's a beast. He's good going at the media.
JD is good.
He's a man. A full-grown man who works and loves and makes things with his hands.
It's the weekend, so it's time for another MAGA Minute. Let's roll through it. Consumer confidence surged in May with its biggest monthly jump in 4 years. U.S. new home sales jumped to its highest rate since 2022 as home prices continue to fall. And for the first time in the history of Rasmussen polling, a majority of respondents said the country is on the right track. In a huge win for the MAGA movement, Skittles agreed to remove titanium dioxide from their products as a result of the administration's hard work. The president signed several executive orders this week to restore the gold standard of science and reinvigorate our nuclear energy industry. President Trump also gave the commencement address at West Point, and on Memorial Day, he visited Arlington National Cemetery to pay tribute to the fallen heroes whose sacrifice has kept our nation free. The administration also sent a letter calling on all federal agencies to cancel their wasteful government contracts with Harvard University as Harvard continues to engage in nonsensical race-based discrimination. The president hosted a press conference with Elon Musk to celebrate the rooting out of fraud, waste, and abuse in our government led by Doge. And the president traveled to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to announce a planned partnership between U.S. Steel and Nippon Steel that will create at least 70,000 jobs and equates to a $14 billion investment in Pennsylvania. That's it for this week's MAGA Minute. We'll see you next week as we get closer to passing the one big, beautiful bill.
Week after week, President Trump is making wins for the American people. Consumer confidence is up. Chemicals are getting out of Skittles. A 50% tariff on imported steel is going to really help the steel workers here and grow our manufacturing jobs as well. Welcome back to another episode of our Lives of TikTok series. If you're new here, smash the subscribe button and the notification bell.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog. A talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. And I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
The fall of the American empire is going to happen in my lifetime. And I'm excited to watch it.
All right, Lincoln, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, I will take it.
Charlie, one piece. You don't want to knock them all out.
Biden investigation's off to a strong start. Jake's defense? Being stupid isn't a crime.
I think that we need to be skeptical of everything that we are told by people in power. And I mean, that obviously should be the mantra of being a journalist to begin with. If your mother tells you she loves you, get a second source. Right. But we just need to remember that. Like, politicians lie. White Houses lie. Power is an aphrodisiac. And we just need to all remember that and not take at face value anything that we're told.
Jake's been in the business for 3 decades, and now he notices politicians lie. He knew the whole time politicians lie. He just went along with hiding Biden's.
You had 3 heart operations. You suffered 2 cardiac arrests. You died twice on the operating table. You had a stroke. And you were diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumour and given 4 months to live. Correct.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I would rather scrape my concrete, stand in rush hour traffic on a payday Friday than to vote for Donald Trump.
Did you have a nap today? I did! Well, you need one.
I got into a debate with a white liberal over my supposed oppressive state of being. According to this white liberal, he is better than me because he is white and I am black. Therefore, I am oppressed because of systemic racism, and he would be able to get away with other things that I would not be able to get away with. And after I told this man, I'm not oppressed. I have a wonderful family. I have a wonderful career. I have a wonderful education. I'm not oppressed. And, you know, he disagreed with me. He disagreed with me. He said, yes, you are. See, this is the issue I have with a lot of white liberals, is that they can't even sniff out their own racism. They're too busy calling out white conservatives. And I'm not saying that there aren't white conservatives who are racist. But what I am saying is that white liberals always want to point the finger at them. Meanwhile, they are too busy calling us, black people, second-class citizens through, you're oppressed. We have it better than you. I'm so sorry.
Petition to arrest anyone who disagrees with the LGBTQ community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What makes you inclined to sign that one?
Honestly, I think we should just be able to take over the world and have nobody stop us. Like, you know, why can't we just do whatever we want, you know?
Would you say it's safe to say maybe you're fascist, but fascist in the LGBTQ way?
I'd have to look up what fascist meant, but, you know, it sounds pretty cool.
Totally, you're fascist if you have that kind of view. Look at this. The people that won't call this a baby want you to call that a woman. This was in our community post, our community tabs. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe so you get memes just like this. Crazy that Rudy Giuliani was ordered to pay $140 million for saying a rigged election was rigged, but not a single Democrat or journalist had to pay anything for saying Trump colluded with Russia for 3+ years. When are we going to start seeing the other side being held accountable? Hopefully very soon. After 10 years of marriage, my wife has transformed herself into a nun. None tonight, none tomorrow, and probably none the day after that. Is that true? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, this is why the Democrats are mad, right? Taxpayer funds in, out to the Democrat Party. That's why they're so angry. Elon Musk ruined their whole entire plan. If the courts somehow rule against us on tariffs, which is not expected, that would allow other countries to hold our nation hostage with their anti-American tariffs that they would use against us. This would mean the economic ruination of the United States of America. Tariffs are starting again. That deals are going to be done. Watch Donald Trump go. For the past several years, thousands of major corporations rushed to change their logos on June 1st for Pride Month. This year, it's really hard to find a Fortune 500 company engaging in this ritual. Here are some of the examples. Changing under Donald Trump, they no longer have to kowtow to the administration. I support DEI. Deport every illegal. If you do, in the comments below, comment DEI to let me know that you agree with that statement.
What's your position on Trump's tariffs? Are they working? And what kind of response have you received as like one of the best known tariff proponents?
You know, my view is that the direction that that Trump and the administration are going is exactly the right one. The willingness to focus on how globalization failed, that free trade isn't real, it has not worked out the way it was promised, we need to move on to something else, is exactly right. The fact that they're willing to acknowledge it has costs and that we should bear those costs is extraordinary. I mean, how long has it been since we had politicians who were actually willing to stand up and say, yes, this isn't just a free lunch, there are actual costs here, and we think they're worth it. And I think that's right, too.
It's such a good point.
It's time. It's time for me to move on. I can't do it physically anymore. And that's really hard for me to say.
To everyone in this room currently affected by the Trump administration, listen to me now. Do not give up. Do not stop fighting. Fight for you, fight for your family, fight for everyone you know, because this country is headed towards a second.
Yeah, they wanted Kamala to be chosen, to be elected.
You talked politics with them?
Yeah. They wanted Kamala to be elected. When Trump became president, the way they treated us changed. For me, personally, this is what I
think
felt.
because they anticipated that a deal would come soon.
Yeah.
And that's when they started giving you more food.
Exactly. More food, treated me better, stopped cursing me, stopped spitting on me.
His only option to communicate became this electronic voice box.
I'm not special. I'm not a magician. I don't know magic tricks. But I once turned a back rub into 2 kids and a mortgage payment. Ta-da!
You serious?
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
I'm not dying. I'm not? No, you're not dying. I thought I was. Well, you were pretty sick, but you're not dying, and you're getting better.
Oh. Say drill, baby, drill again, and I'll break your knees.
Drill, baby, drill. Right on, drill, baby, drill, right? Get those energy costs low. What's so wrong with that, liberals? If you enjoyed today's video, you guys know what to do. Let me know by smashing that thumbs up button. And right below, it's free of charge. Subscribe to the channel so you get the next video when it comes out. Trump is winning every week for the American people. And that is why we always send out the MAGA Minute, so that we can spread that online as well throughout our social media. So please make sure you guys are doing that as well to see that consumer confidence is up. Getting toxic chemicals out of Skittles through the MAGA movement, that needs to get out there. Making us healthy again is a big deal. Something Trump has made a big commitment to that others need to see. There's a lot going on every week that the mainstream media isn't showing anybody. That's what we need to do as a Meme Wars family, is get out there and spread that word. So please make sure you thumbs up in this video so that it gets out to more people that can see the MAGA movement as well. Just guys, there is a PayPal below. Keep us growing. Other than that, today's video is over. I'll see you guys on the next one.